So let's get into it. I wrote some notes because I want to stay on track because we're going to be here for a good time, not a long time. I'm not trying to hold y'all, and I got some stuff I got to do. So when it comes to the benefits of a mentor, and I know y'all like, oh, mentor, she's talking about the mentorship again. Let me tell you this. A mentor should be a regular part of your team, just like you have your dentist, your doctor, your therapist, um, your life coach, perhaps. You should maybe also consider having a mentor as part of the team. And a mentor is different than a life coach. We won't go into that in this video today, but they should be a part of your team. Like you have your accountant, all those things that make up, you know, your team of folks. And I forgot to put the Bluetooth on, so let me put that on. All those people that make up your essential team of folks that get you through life, your housekeeper, um, all those people that you need to function in your daily life, the mentor should be a part of that team. Absolutely. Okay. So when it comes to the benefits, these are some just benefits to think about that maybe you haven't considered before when it comes to should you or should you not get a mentor? What is it in it for me, right? Because we all know that most of y'all are on the WIIFM station. And that stands for what's in it for me. So let me tell you what's in it for you to get a mentor. First thing, the first benefit is access to a mentor's connections. So people don't realize that mentors, especially like seasoned career professionals or business professionals who've been in the game for a very long time, um, they have a wealth of connections. They are well connected individuals. Okay. They have connections that you can have access to as a result of being their mentee. So people that you normally would never have been introduced to before, may not take a call from you, may not respond to an email from you. These people have the influence and the power to do the introductions to connect you to these folks. And people like to connect with people that have been vouched for, that have been vetted, that someone will say, hey, this is a person I think you should connect with versus you just sending a cold email or making a call. Okay. So having a mentor can open up doors for you that would never have been open before and introduce you to people that you normally wouldn't have met that does not require the level of networking that you would have to do in order to meet those people. I'm a firm believer in work smarter than harder. I have cut down my hours from 40 hours a week when I was full time to 20 hours a week, and I'm making about the same amount of money because my time is valuable. I want to, have the time to do things I need to do for this business. And so where I'm getting at is, work smarter than harder. Rather than going to a billion networking events, unless you just love to network and meet people, you just have the time to do so. Use a mentor as an opportunity to be able to get introductions to people you wouldn't be able to normally meet because you just don't have the time to do all that kind of networking. Um, the kind of networking and dedicate the kind of your time to the kind of networking you would need to do in order to meet those people. So a network is the key that unlocks the door to people that could be potential investors for your business partners, could be employers if you're a career professional, um, and open up doors and opportunities for you in terms of career acceleration, all the things. Okay. The next thing is a mentor allows you to have access to more opportunities. So we talked about the opportunity to have connection to to more to the connections that the mentor has. But when I'm talking about opportunities, in this example, I'm talking about opportunities like resources, networking events, um, grant opportunities, employment opportunities, you know, things that, could help your business, help your career. There may be things that, you haven't thought about before. Like, for example, this Black Expo. I got information about this Black Expo through a connection that I have. And yes, you can, find out about this on the internet and stuff like that if you're on the internet that much. But like I said, work smarter than harder. Your mentor would know you best and would know what opportunities are best for you because not every opportunity is the right opportunity. You know, that is the whole thing. People think, okay, the more connections I have, the better off I am. No, not necessarily. It's about the quality of those connections. What is the quality of the connections you have that are part of your Rolodex or your business contacts, you know, it's about who you are connected to. And so your mentor, knowing you best because of all the time you've spent with one another, would be able to connect you to the right kinds of opportunities, not just any opportunity, but the opportunities that would serve you best, the resources that would be more targeted and geared towards what you're doing. So think about that. Think about the fact that a mentor has that insider knowledge that would help you know how to access those opportunities more easily. You know, um, when it comes to grants, like what grants are best. A lot of times, and I've made this mistake, you just applied a bunch of grants, not really understanding if that grant is for you or are you in the best position to receive that grant because you're just, you know, doing the spaghetti method, throwing something against the wall, seeing what sticks, find a bunch of different grants, seeing which ones you get, right? But rather than wasting the time and energy to do all that, the mentor can guide you as to what grant opportunities you would be the best candidate for and would more easily get, right? Um, they would also guide you towards networking opportunities that are specifically geared towards your industry because they're in your industry and they're going to those networking events and those business expos. So having a mentor creates like a shortcut to doing the things you need to do to be successful in your business or career, right? Rather than you who doesn't have that kind of knowledge, just kind of um floating around, not really having any direction. The mentor gives you that guidance and that clear direction. Last but not least, a mentor helps you with skill set adoption, upskilling, okay? That is the basic thing that a mentor helps you with. That's the basis of what they do. They can train you on the skills that they know can help you with setting you up for success in that particular industry. And so think of them as like a private tutor or teacher, right? Yeah, a lot of times people tend to go for group mentorship because group mentorship is less expensive. Um, and a lot of times mentors only offer that option because they want to be able to touch more people and they're limited with time. And if you are going to get the one-on-ones, oh, you best believe you're going to pay for it. You are going to pay for it. You're going to have the deep pockets to do so. So we offer mentorship with Wite Collar at a price point that's very affordable, that's much less than what you would pay for one-on-ones. And so, because we understand the value of one-on-ones, the value of one-on-ones is that mentors get to know you, get to understand you, get to understand what your vision is, get to um, you know, learn they get to really understand your learning style and adapt to your learning style. And it's so much easier as a mentee to have the one-on-one because then you can learn at your own pace. And then you can learn in the way that you learn best, right? Versus a group mentor, everyone is one size fits all. The one-on-ones allow the mentor to customize the mentorship to you. So, having a mentor, um, like I said, um, is valuable in a sense that, you know, it's like I said, it's like having a private tutor, having a teacher, um, and gives you that leg up that you normally wouldn't have if you don't get mentorship or if you get mentorship only in a group format. You really get to fine tune your skills and it optimizes your learning. Okay. So let's review. We're going to do a review. So, here are some things that you need to think about when it comes to three key benefits um, when having a mentor. Direct access to a mentor's connections, being able to connect with the people that the mentor is connected with by being introduced to those people rather than blind calling or emailing them. You get access to more resources, opportunities, whether it's networking events that are tailored to you, grant opportunities, employment opportunities, etc. And then last but not least, you get access to you get trained on new skills, right? You're able to upskill probably at a faster rate because you're doing it on a one-on-one in a one-on-one format where the mentor gets to tailor their teaching to you. So it's like having a private tutor. So these are all the things that you need to think of. I'm sure there's many, many, many more benefits, but those are the key benefits that stuck out to me when it comes to having a mentor that you need to take in consideration. Um, Really in life, like I said, a mentor should be part of your team, your core team of people that makes your life easier, right? And allows you to take on more, perhaps if that's what you want to do, or take on less because you are learning. Really, that's what it is. Taking on less because you're learning how to work smarter than harder. Okay. That's what a mentor teaches you how to do rather than you out here trying to learn things on your own and making mistakes along the way. Sorry, I thought I was distracted. Anyway, so those are the three key takeaways. If you have any questions about our mentorship community, which is available through a mobile app, feel free to DM us or you could text us. Now, I don't know the texting number by heart, so you're going to have to excuse me while I look for it. But you could definitely text us. And here's the texting number. Hold on a second. Child. We just switched to a new texting service with MailChimp. And so, yeah, I do not know that texting number by heart. Um, so I got to look it up. So the texting number is 984 984-477-9791. So the texting number to text us is 984-477-9791. So you can learn more about our community. We have some really dope people, dope mentors especially, that are part of our community that you may want to connect with. You want to open up your network, your professional network. A mentor is a great shortcut to doing so. So if you want to connect with us to connect to a mentor, you can connect with us through text by texting us at 984-477-9791. If you want to put a little phrase in there, you could put need a mentor, okay? And we can meet with you to do an app demo, or we can send you a link to our YouTube, which will do a walkthrough of how to use our app as a mentee or how to onboard as a mentee. Okay. We make things very easy for you and accessible. We don't believe in making confusing you, making you spend a lot of time because we know you're busy and inundated with a lot of different things. So we try to have multiple avenues to reach us, as well as making your life easier. That if you can't meet with us during our office hours, because we do have office hours every Tuesday from 1 to 1:30. If you can't meet with us during our office hours, you can connect with or you can learn about our app through our YouTube channel, which is available to you. So we can send you the link for that as well, so you can look at some videos and learn us more. But that's it. That's my time. I actually went over by 2 minutes. I was here for a good time, not a long time. And so I wish you well. Feel free to connect with us if you are in the Atlanta area or if you're going to that Black Expo. We will be there from Friday to Monday. We would love to have lunch, brunch with you. So if that's something you would be interested in, so you can, meet us in person and get to know us better so you feel more comfortable with connecting with us, then definitely reach out. Take care. Bye.